Alright, Babalos Rex here, and we're looking at DK. I'm a base little DK. I just came out the starter zone, and these are all of my spells. Would you look at that? Look at me. Death's advance as baseline is nice. I'm gonna be real. Alright, so we're gonna be looking like I normally do. Let's look at the tier first. Let's look at the raid finder. DK looks alright. DK looks alright. Aesthetically, it's like alright for me, but it looks okay. But it could look good for some people. It's alright for me. Like, I'm not the biggest fan about the aesthetic, but it looks good. You know, I'm not a fan of the like creature heads, but that's me. I don't like the base color, but this color is kind of cool. But I feel like this could work for paladins really good. But overall, I do. The set is starting to look all right, but let's keep looking. I like the blue. I like the full blue. This has that icy DK feel. And then I like the purple color. Period. Looks good. I don't know how well the horns are for DK. Like, this feels weird for DK. Is it just me? That's just me, I feel. Because I can see how this looks great for people. If you like it. Now let's look at the PvP. Ooh! But they don't have the elite set yet for DKs? Damn, bro. But it should be red. That's probably gonna... It's gonna be the red version of this. But this purple looks good. And then, yeah, the plate. That's the plate. You know, I've seen it in the other video, in the warrior video. Yeah, same colors, same stuff. Okay, so that's just plate. Alright. Let's get to the talents. Let's get to the talents. So, Unholy, you're starting with Raised Dead. You know. Last 1 minute, 2 minute cooldown. Alright. So, let's start with the DK class tree. I'm doing Unholy version of it. And then for Frost, I'll fill it out maybe a little bit differently. And then Blood, I'll do Blood. I know, here, I didn't say... I did kind of describe my history with Warrior. My history, DK, I play Blood mostly. I've dabbled in Unholy. I've rarely dabbled in Frost, but I did every Mage Tower. But that's as far... So I can learn to play the class. But as far as how much I played DK... Only Blood a lot, the rest not so much. Alright, so let's get into it. So, Chains of Ice. I'm thinking about damage as far as pushing my build down for Unholy. Alright, so we got Chains of Ice. Shackle the target with frozen chains. Reduce movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds. Alright. Then we got Death Strike. Focuses dark power into a strike that deals physical damage and heals you for 25% of all damage taken in the last 5 seconds. Minimum 7% of maximum health. And then you got Raised Dead, which you automatically get for Unholy. Raise a ghoul to 5 by your side. You can have a maximum of 1 ghoul at a time. Lasts 1 minute. Then row 3... We got Mind Freeze, smash the target's mind with cold, interrupting spellcasting and preventing any spell in that school from being cast. Anti-magic shell, surround you with an anti-magic shell for 5 seconds, absorbing magic damage and preventing application of harmful magical effects. Damage absorbed generates runic power. And we got Cleaving Strikes, Scourge Strike hits up to 7 additional enemies while you remain in Death and Decay. Okay, that's kind of cool. Fine, I'll get the interrupt. I'll get the interrupt, okay? I'll get the fucking interrupt game, okay? Alright. 1 minute cooldown. Blinding Sleet. Target in a cone in front of you are blinded, causing them to wander disorientated for 5 seconds. Damage may cancel the effect. While Blinding Sleet ends, enemies are slowed by 5%. Dude, That's like a, the dragon spell, Dragon Breath for DK. It's Dragon Breath for DK. Y'all disorientated. Cold Thirst, successfully interrupting an enemy with Mind Freeze, grants 10 runic power and reduces cooldown by 3 seconds. Yeah, I don't want to be in your starter experience, Blizz. I'm an individual. I'm an independent. Your auto attacks... Damage, next talent. Permafrost. Your auto attack damage grants you an absorb shield equal to 40% of the damage dealt. Cool story. It doesn't increase my damage though. Death Strike's cost is reduced by 10 and its healing is increased by 60%. Okay. Reduces the cooldown of anti-magic shell by 20 seconds and increases the duration amount absorbed. I'm gonna love doing this as blood, but I'm thinking damage right here. Alright, then we got Death's Advance grants March of Darkness. Death's Advance grants an additional 25% movement speed over the first 3 seconds. Alright. Sacrificial Pact. 20 runic power, 2-minute cooldown. Sacrifice your ghoul to deal shadow damage to all nearby enemies and heal you for 25% of your max health. Just reduce damage around egg targets. I'm gonna be nice to my ghoul, okay? I care about my ghoul. Alright? I'm gonna make the Necromancer builds. I'm gonna make the Necromancer builds. Right here. Control Undead. Dominates the target undead creature up to level 71, forcing it to do your bidding for 5 minutes. Alright. Enfeeble. Your ghoul's attacks have a chance to apply Enfeeble, reducing the enemy's movement speed by 30%. The damage they deal for you by 15%. Okay. I don't want to force people. Here's the thing. I want to summon Undead, but not against their will. So I'm going to go ahead and get Enfeeble rather than Control Undead. You'd probably want Control Undead. Alright? But I want to be nice to my ghouls. Okay? So I don't want to control them. I want them to willingly do what I tell them. Alright, so now we're on row 4. Like I said, my builds are for me and me alone. If you want to take some of the info I do, make your own thing, totally recommended. You'd probably take that legit versus this, but maybe the sacrifice. Okay, let's continue down. Bound Fortitude. 3-minute cooldown, your blood freezes, granting immunity, stun effects, and reducing all damage you take by 30%. Blood Scent, increase the leech by 3%. Veteran of the Third War, stamina increased by 10%. And that's a 2 ranker. Then we got Suppression, increase the avoidance by 3%. Then we got Brittle, your diseases have a chance to weaken your enemy, causing your attacks against them to deal 6% increased damage for 5 seconds. Alright. Let's get a defensive. I ain't taking nothing in there. And the damage shield. Alright, row 5. Icebound Fortitude's cooldown is reduced by 60 seconds. Increases crit strike by 2%. I'm gonna take that. Magic, Anti-Magic Zone. Place the Anti-Magic Zone that reduces spell damage taken by party or raid members by 20%. Anti-Magic Zone lasts for 8 seconds until it absorbs a lot of damage. Might of the Saurian increases strength by 2%, okay? Clenching Grasp. Death Grip slows enemy movements by 50% for 6 seconds. Tom, look at this wild build I got, dude. You're probably like, this is so cringe. If you're watching this, I'm like, fuck Anti-Magic Zone. I ain't helping nobody. I don't even need a magic shell. Who needs that? I barely got interrupt. Alright, then we are row 6 here. Chains of Ice affects 1 additional nearby enemy. Absorbs are 15% more effective on you. Asphyxiate, lift the enemy target off the ground, crushing their throat with dark energy and stunning them for 5 seconds. Force Choke. Then we got Assimilation. The amount absorbed by anti-magic zone is increased by 10% and grants up to 100 runic power based on the amount absorbed. Okay. Death Pack creates a Death Pack that heals you for 50% of your max health, but it absorbs incoming healing effect to 30% of your max health. What the fuck is this? I don't even know, dude. Interesting. That's a tank gambit right there is what I call that. Death's Reach increases the choice node here. Increase the range of Death Grip by 10 yards. Kill an enemy that yields experience or honor. Resets the cooldown of Death Grip. Death and Decay, and then the other choice, Death and Decay, reduces the movement speed of enemies within the area by 90%, decaying by 10% every second. And we got increases Lichborn's duration by 2 seconds, and while active damage taken is reduced by 15%. Alright. We'll take that. And we'll take... absorbs. Then we're on row 7 here. Runic Attenuation auto attacks have a chance to generate 5 runic power. Wraith Walk, embrace the power of the Shadowlands, removing all root effects and increasing your movement speed by 70% for 4 seconds. Taking any action will cancel the effect. While active, your movement speed cannot be reduced below 170%. 70% increased movement speed? That's booking it for DKs. But you know what's funny? You know it'd be cool if it was embrace the power of the Shadowlands, get increased movement speed, and you're also able to use your Venthyr Teleport, your Night Fae Soul Shape, your Carrion File dude comes out, your Necrolord Shield. Alright, then we got the other one. Unholy Ground. Gain 5% haste while you remain within your Death and Decay. Alright. Damn! Now I got 6 points to actually put into utility. Fuck. They really made me do it. Alright, let's get this. Let's get Magic. Let's get Leech. And that. Oh, wait. We'll get that, since I got Anti-Magic Zone. There we go, look, I got some stuff. Alright, now we're in the good shit row. Row 8. Insidious Chill. Your auto attacks reduce the target's auto attack speed by 5% for 30 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. Alright, so this is DK, Curse of Weakening. Or Curse of whatever. And then Blood Draw. Whenever you fall below 30% health, you drain enemy from nearby enemies. Can only occur every 3 minutes. Will of the Necropolis. Damage taken below 30% health is reduced by 20%. Death's Echo, Death's Advance, Death and Decay, and Death Grip all have 1 additional charge. Cool, I need to keep the Death and Decay up. So that's good. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to grab that now too. So we got row 9. Icy Talons. Your runic power spending abilities increase your melee attack speed by 3% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Rune Mastery. Consuming a rune has a chance to increase your strength by 3% for 8 seconds. And we got Unholy Bond. Increase the effectiveness of your rune forge effects by 10%. Okay. Then we got Empowered Rune Weapon and the Capstones. Empowered Rune Weapon. Empower your rune weapon, gaining 15% haste and generating 1 rune and 5 runic power instantly in every 5 seconds for 20 seconds. Abomination Limb. Sprout an additional limb, dealing shadow damage over 12 seconds to all nearby enemies. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Every 1 second, an enemy is pulled to your location. Even if they are further than 8 yards from you, the same enemy can only be pulled once every 4 seconds. Gain Runic Corruption instantly and again every 6 seconds. Interesting. Alright. Soul Reaper. Strike an enemy for Shadow Frost damage and inflict enemy with Soul Reaper after 5 seconds. If the target is below 35% health, this effect will explode, dealing additional Shadow Frost damage to the target. If the enemy that yields experience or armor dies, gain Runic Corruption. Okay. So let's get that and Empowered Rune. We'll get that and then this. I feel like this could be good or that could be good, but this is increased strength, and this is just increased effectiveness on the strength gain from most likely. Oh. Oh. Okay, well. It will increase the effectiveness of one of these when they're live. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to take a good look at this for blood, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the exact same thing for frost. FYI. Alright, so now let's move over to the Unholy tree. So our first choice, Festering Strike, replaces Rune Strike. So Rune Strike is the base one, and then this one always gets shifted later for the DK. Strike for physical damage and applying Festering Runes. Festering Runes are lesions that you pop, essentially how Unholy plays, you pop wounds. So, and they deal shadow damage and generate runic power. Alright, now we're moving, and they blow up with Scourge Strike over here. So, Scourge Strike and Unholy Strike that deals physical damage and shadow damage and causes one Festering Rune to burst. Yeah, Pimple Bop, Dr. Pimple Popper DK. Yeah, I think you would like Unholy. Alright, Raise Dead replaces Raise Dead. Raises a ghoul to fight by your side. You can have a maximum of one ghoul at any time. And the ghoul does not go away. Forever ghoul. Alright, so I'm going to take both of those. Row 3, we got another two big choices. Outbreak deals shadow damage to all targets and inflict all nearby enemies with Virulent Plague. Virulent Plague, and this is different than Festering Rune. Disease that deals shadow damage over 27 seconds. It erupts when the infected target dies, dealing shadow damage to nearby enemies. Take that. And then we got Dark Transformation. 1 minute cooldown. Your ghoul deals shadow damage to 5 nearby enemies. Transforms into a powerful undead monstrosity for 15 seconds, granting them 100% energy, and the ghoul's ability are empowered and take on a new function while the transformation is active. Big booty ghoul. Alright, now we're getting some more options here. Dude! This is an interesting tree. Look at these. We're gonna see here. Alright, so we got Unholy Blight. Surround yourself with a vile swarm of insects for 6 seconds, stinging all nearby enemies and infecting with a virulent plague, and an unholy disease that deals... Or maybe it's not supposed to say and an unholy, but it says and an unholy disease that deals damage over 14 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. I think it's its own disease. Alright, then we got Improved Festering Strike. Festering Strike and Festering Wound deal 10% increased damage. Runic Mastery increases your maximum runic power by 10. Infected Claws. Your Ghoul's Claws has a 30% chance to cause a Festering Wound. To cause a Festering Wound on the target. Okay. I don't know what I want to do. I said I was going Necromancer, so let's get that. That, and then I'll get increased runic power. Okay, look at this. This is very thick on the in-between. This is very thick in between. The Unholy Tree here. It's very thick in the middle. And it's light on the ends. I wonder if there's going to be like a very clear... There's probably going to be a very clear like AoE builds, pet build, something like that. But let's see. So we're on row 5 now. This is when things usually start getting juicy. So we got Endemic. 30 runic power, 30 yard range. Causes each of your virulent plagues to flare up. Dealing virulent plague is this one. The outbreak one. To flare up, dealing shadow damage to the infected enemy and additional shadow damage to all the enemies near them. Replenishing Wounds. When a Festering Rune pops, it generates an additional 2 runic power. Okay. Festering Strikes. Festering Strike is a 15% to generate 1 rune. Okay, so that's for runes, that's for runic power. I'm trying to figure out what Unholy DKs are going to want. More runic power, runes, or both. We got Apocalypse. 1.5 minute cooldown. Bring doom upon an enemy, dealing shadow damage and bursting up to 4 festering runes on the target. Summon an army of dead ghouls for 15 seconds for each burst festering wound. Yes, I'm a necromancer. Then we got Plague Bringer. We got a choice note here. Plague Bringer. Scourge Strike causes your disease damage to occur or spread more quickly for 5 seconds. Then we got Klein Shadows. Replaces... I had to use this for the challenge, dude. Replaces Scourge Strike. Deals shadow damage and causes 1 festering rune to burst. This is a ranged DK strike. Alright? I'm taking it as a necromancer. Dude, ranged unholy DKs win. Win, Blizzard. Ranged unholy DKs are literally necromancers. That's all I'm saying. Sudden Doom. Your auto attacks have a chance to make your death coil cost no runic power. All will serve. Your Rage Dead spell summons an additional skeletal minion. Yep, I want to summon a skeleton. Alright. I don't know what I'm going to take the rest here, but I took a few things. Let's move on to row 6. Pestilent Pustules. Bursting a festering wound has a 10% chance to grant you runic corruption. Burst, and then we got a choice note here. Bursting Swords. Bursting a festering wound deals 25% more damage and deals shadow damage to all nearby enemies. Deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. Deals 25% more damage. Alright, and it bursts. Do they not already burst? Oh, it just bursts on the target, so that makes it AoE. And then the other choice is Ebon Fever. Virulent Plague deals 50% more damage over time in half the duration. And then we got Unholy Command. The cooldown of Dark Transformation is reduced by 8 seconds. 15 seconds at max rank, which I got. Then we got a choice note here. Magus of the Dead. Apocalypse and Army of the Dead also summon a Magus of the Dead who hurls frostbolts and shadow bolts at your foes. I'm going to take that. But then the other choice. When your ghoul expires, they explode in Viscera, dealing shadow damage to nearby enemies. When your ghoul... Oh, from Army of the Dead. Yeah, dude, I'm getting the Bone Magus. That just sounds sweet as fuck. Then we got Improved Death Coil. Death Coil deals 50% additional damage and seeks out 1 additional nearby target. You take that with the Sudden Doom thing over here. Then we got Rotten Touch. Sudden Doom causes your next Death Coil to also increase your Scourge Strike damage against the target by 30% for 6 seconds. And then we're over here. Another choice node. Unholy Pact. Dark Transformation creates an unholy pact between you and your pet, igniting flaming chains that deal shadow damage over 15 seconds to enemies between you and your pet. While active, your strength is increased by 5%. Or you can get Defile. Replaces Death and Decay. Defile the targeted ground, dealing shadow damage to all enemies within 10 yards. While you remain within your Defile, your Scourge Strike will hit 7 enemies near the target. If enemy dies while standing in Defile, it grows in size and deals increased damage every second. They legit make it get bigger? Do they do this in live? Is this in live? Where you can get a growing Defile? This is fucking wicked for N+, dude. You can literally be the Lich King. Defile the ground, and you start murdering things in it and it just grows. Damn, bro. I'm not taking it, but that feels fucking amazing. Alright, now we're in row 7. I'm gonna need to take some more, it looks like, but let's see. Vile Contagion. 30 runic power, 30-yard range, 1.5 minute cooldown. Inflict disease upon your enemies, spreading festering wounds equal to the amount currently active on your target to 8 nearby enemies. Oh, now I see. Okay, so you get this Pestilent Pustules, you get the Bursting Sores, okay? You get Vile Contagion. And can you pop them all at once? Bro, if you have a way to pop them all, that could rack up. So like you rack it up on one target, right? Then you spread it, and then you just start blasting in AoE. Unholy could be God AoEers. Maybe with this? I don't know. That's wild. For that 1.5 minute cooldown, you want everything around you. Oh, you want 8 enemies. Full stacks of Festering. You spread that shit. Yeah, the Plague Ink build. True. Alright, let's move on. Pestilence. Death and Decay damage has a 10% increased chance. 10% chance. Not increased chance. 10% chance to apply Festering wound to the enemy. Oh my god. We got Eternal Agony. Death Coil and Epidemic increase the duration of Dark Transformation by 1 second. Death Coil and Epidemic. Oh, that. Alright. Because that's for the pet build. I may get Epidemic too. But let's see. Coil of Devastation. Death Coil causes the target to take an additional 35% of death direct damage dealt over... Okay. So we're getting that. Harbinger of Doom. Sudden death can trigger 15% more often and can accumulate up to 2 charges. Wait a minute. Wait, no, I do want that. Crap. Okay, we'll get that. Harbinger of Doom. See, now I want to go Death Coil build, so hold on. Alright, Reaping. Your Soul Reaper, Scourge Strike, Festering Strike, Death Coil deal 20% additional damage to targets below 35% health. Okay. Alright. So that's for Execute. I mainly just want... I want more Death Coil, so we'll do that. Alright, then we got... Now we're on row 7. Death Rot. Your Death Coil and Epidemic debilitate your enemy, applying Death Rot, causing them to take 1% increased shadow damage up to 10% for 10 seconds. Death Coil Epidemic consume Sudden Doom. It applies 2 stacks of Death Rot. Okay. Army of the Dead. Summons the Legion of Ghouls, who swarm your enemies, fighting anything they can fight for 30 seconds. 8-minute cooldown. I'm getting that, because I'm a Necromancer. Summon Gargoyle. Summon a Gargoyle into the area to bombard the enemies for 25 seconds. Gargoyle gains 1% increased damage for every runic power you spend. And it generates runic power. Full Necromancer. Let's go. I don't know if it's good, though. Remember, I'm just building this for looks right now. I'm not trying to have, like, the best. And there's still tuning to be done, so if you're min-maxing, you have to follow the number crunches. But if you're just having fun, you know, do it how you want. Alright, so we got Fester Might. Popping your Festering runes increases your strength by 1% for 20 seconds. Stacking does not refresh duration. So you do the spread, right? You do the spread, you figure out how to pop everyone's wounds, and then you have a bajillion strength. Alright, next thing. Down here in the row 9, dude. Super spicy row. Ghoulish Frenzy. Dark Transformation also increases the attack speed and damage of you and your monstrosity by 6%. Yeah, I'm a ghoul boy. Army of the Damned. Apocalypse's cooldown is reduced by 45 seconds. Additionally, Death Coil reduces the cooldown on army that have 5 seconds. Yep, taking that. Morbidity. Diseased enemies take 1% increased damage from you per disease they are affected by. Unholy Aura. All enemies within 8 yards take 10% increased damage from your minions. Bro, I am a legit Necromancer. This is so fucking cool. Necromancer build. It just vibes Necromancer. Other than not being ranged. Strike your target, dealing shadow damage. Unholy Assault, capstone, right here. Strike your target, dealing shadow damage, affecting the target with 4 festering wounds and sending you into an unholy frenzy. Increasing haste by 20% for 20 seconds. Super Strain. Your virulent plague also applies frost fever and blood plague. Nice! But you would need that with morbidity. If you're playing morbidity, you play Super Strain. If you play this, you have to play this. And I can't play both right now, so I don't have enough points. Commander of the Dead. Here we go. Dark Transformation also empowers your Gargoyle and Army Dead for 30 seconds, increases their damage by 30%. Okay, so you have to proc it all together. You have to use Dark Transformation after you've armied and after you gargoyled. Dude, this is the Necromancer build. There is the Morbidity Super Strain build, which I clearly see is going to be some shit. Maybe with some of this exploding Fester Wound stuff. I think the Unholy Tree seems cool aesthetically, like, as far as the abilities sound and, like, feel. They sound cool, like, dude, summoning gargoyles and shit. Let's see how they look. I'm gonna start, so... Okay, so we summon my ghoul, you know, I got my Brain Keeper, and then we got the Skulker, you know, my two dudes. Oh my god, my pet bar is fucked. Hold on. Alright, so we got my two ghouls. I want to see what this looks like, though. Okay, so I drop my army. I would drop my Gargoyle, but I can't, so I got my Magus of the Dead. And we pop our Dark Transformation. They're all fucking buffed. All damage buffed by 30%. All Army of the Dead damage increased by 30%, dude. Bro. DKs on openers and execute are gonna be fucking lit. Because you can just pop that shit. That'll be cool. Alright, so let's get the other DPS spec. Oh wait, I wanted to read these. I forgot. I didn't read these for the warrior. Unholy. A master of death and decay, spreading infection and controlling undead minions to do his bidding. Boom. Alright, so let's start looking at Frost now. Like I said, I'm going to do the same to one. Frost, an icy harbinger of doom, channeling runic power and delivering vicious weapon strikes. Alright, so this is what they tell you to do on Frost. Alright, I'm going to undo all of this. Alright. What am I missing? They don't grab more ice? They didn't grab Magic Zone. What else did they grab? They grabbed that shit. Oh, now I see. Okay. I see why they would get Ghoul. Explode. Alright, hold on. Alright, so that's the starter build. I'll undo all that. Interesting. They don't have you get Magic Zone as a starter build, but they have you get Death Strike and all this shit. The Exploding Ghoul looks right. No Soul Reaper, I guess. Less chains. None of that. Extra that. Okay. I mean... It's weird that they wouldn't have you take that, though. So you essentially, for Frost, you use it as a heal. You use your Ghoul as a heal. Alright. I'll go with this. I'll go with this. They tell you to not get Anti-Magic Zone. Blizzard says, hey, you're a DPS, don't get Anti-Magic Zone. That's Blizzard. That's on them. Alright, but let's look at the Frost tree. We got Froststrike. We're off the bat. Alright. Sounds good. Then we got Obliterate. Froststrike. Chill your weapon with icy power. Quickly strike the enemy, dealing frost damage. Bada boom. Easy peasy. And that takes runic power. Then we got Obliterate. This is your Rune Strike. A brutal attack that deals physical damage. 2 runes, melee range. And then you got Howling Blast. This is your disease applier. Blast enemy with frigid wind, dealing frost damage to that foe and reduce damage to all other enemies within 10 yards, inflicting all targets with frost fever. Disease that deals frost damage over 24 seconds and has a chance to grant the Death Knight 5 runic power each time it deals damage. Alright, so we'll grab both. I don't know what kind of build I'm gonna do for frost. I'm just gonna vibe with it, see what it looks like. You know, I'm gonna be a little chilly. You know, try to be a little frostical. You know, it's a frost popsicle. Not to be concerned with the frost testicle. That is not what I wanted to be named for. All right, this is the spec I haven't played. I played least in DK. So we got Killing Machine. We're in row 3. Killing Machine. Your auto attack critical strikes have a chance to make your next Obliterate deal frost damage and critically strike. Cool. Rhyme. Obliterate has a 60% chance to cause your next Howling Blast to consume no runes and deal 30% additional damage. Alright, that's for like a frosty build. Alright. Alright. And then we got... So we're moving on to row 4. Unleash Frenzy. Damaging an enemy with a runic power ability increases your strength by 1% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. I like that. Improved Frost Strike. Increased Frost Strike damage by 10%. Alright, so 2 trait. We got Runic Command. Increase your maximum runic power by 10. And then Remorseless Winter. Drain the warmth of life from all nearby enemies within 8 yards, dealing frost damage over 8 seconds and reducing their movement speed. Okay, I'm going the Iceman. I'll grab that. I'm going the Iceman, though. I'm going to be Mr. Freeze. Alright, Improved Obliterate. Increases Obliterate's damage by 10%. Glacial Advance. 30 runic power. Summons a glacial spike from the ground that advances forward, each dealing frost damage and applying razor ice to enemies near their eruption point. Okay. Pillar of Frost. 1 minute cooldown. The power of Frost increases your strength by 20% for 12 seconds. Each rune spent while active increases your strength by additional 1%. Alright. And we got Frost Scythe. A sweeping attack that strikes all enemies in front of you. For frost damage, this attack benefits from Killing Machine. Critical strike with Frost Scythe deal 4 times normal damage. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Okay. So that's for crit build. Improved Rhyme. Increases Holy Blast damage done by an additional 75%. I'll grab that. Hold up. And can benefit from Killing Machine. Okay. Alright. I may grab that. Alright. So now we're in row 6. Okay, 6. We all know 6 is when it gets juicy. Alright. Obliterate deals 10% increased damage and a 12% chance to refund 2 runes. Okay. And this is a choice node, Frederick Executioner. Now the next one, Rage of the Frozen Champion. Obliterate has a 15% increased chance to trigger Rhyme, and Howling Blast generates 8 runic power while Rhyme is active. Okay. Cold Heart. Every 2 seconds, gain a stack of Cold Heart, causing your next Chains of Ice to deal frost damage, stacking up to 20 times. Okay. Frost Reaper. Killing Machine also causes your next Obliterate to deal frost damage. Doesn't it already? It literally does that already. It literally does that already. What? Okay. Alright. Right? Is it additional? Interesting. Maybe bug. Beta will be beta. When Pillar of Frost expires, your strength is increased by 5% for 6 seconds. This effect lasts 2 seconds longer for each Obliterate. This is the first Weird talent I've seen out of the classes I've been doing for a bit. Just in recent memory. There's been some non-working ones, but that was weird. That's weird. When Pillar of Frost expires, your strength is increased by 5% for 6 seconds. This effect lasts 2% longer for each Obliterate and Frost Strike critical strike during Pillar of Frost. Okay, that's cool. Frost Whelp's Aid. Pillar of Frost summons a Frost Whelp who breathes on all enemies within 40 yards in front of you. Dealing frost damage each unique enemy hit by Frost Whelp Aid grants you 4% mastery for 15 seconds. I want the little baby whelp, dude. That's cool as hell. Horn of Winter. Blow the Horn of Winter, gaining 2 runes and generate 25 runic power. 45-second cooldown. Biting Cold. Remorseless Winter's damage increased by 30%. First time Remorseless Winter deals damage to 3 different enemies, you gain Rime. Chill Streak. Deals frost damage to the target. 45-second cooldown, 40-yard range. 40 runic power. Deals frost damage to the target and reduces movement speed by 70%. Chill Streak bounces up to 9 times between closest targets within 6. What? You just throw a snowball? You throw a snowball as frost and it just bounces. That's funny. Alright, let's see what I'm getting here and then we'll figure out. Alright, Murderous Efficiency. We're on row 7. Consuming Killing Machine effect has a 50% chance to grant you 1 rune. Inexorable Assault. Gain Inexorable Assault every 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 time. Obliterate consumes the stack and deals an additional frost damage. See, is that additional frost damage? But it says it already turns it to frost damage. Maybe this one just makes it crit, and then this one makes it frost? Or they need to get rid of this one? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. I feel like Frost DKs have already seen this and mentioned it. So that's why I'm not, like, putting in a ticket. Like, this is obviously, like, what are we doing here? Okay. Then we got Ice Cap. Your Frost Strike and Obliterate critical strikes reduce the remaining cooldown of Pit or Frost by 2 seconds. Okay, I'd want to get those together, so I'll grab that. Empowered Rune Weapon. Empower your Rune Weapon, gaining 50% haste and generate 1 rune and 5 runic power instantly in every 5 seconds for 20 seconds. If you already know Rune Weapon, gain an additional charge. Yeah, dude, 2 charges? That sounds good. Gathering Storm. Each rune spent during Remorseless Winter increases the damage by 10% and extends the duration by 5 seconds. Alright, I'll grab that. And then we got a choice node here for Chill Streak, aka the Snowball. Piercing Chill. Enemies suffer 5% increased damage from Chill Streak each time they are struck by it. Or Enduring Chill. Chill Streak's bounce range is increased by 2 yards, and each time Chill Streak bounces, a 20% chance to increase the maximum. What the fuck is this? Why would you... Is this for kiting? This is for ranged... This is ranged Frost DK tech. Okay? You're like, the enemy are hiding behind that pillar. It has to be PvP, because this is ridiculous in PvE. So you're just like, okay, they're hiding behind a corner. I'm going to throw this snowball, and it's going to bounce between all the enemies and fuck them up. Every 45 seconds. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Okay, I'm moving on. I got that stuff. We're moving on. Row 8. Might of the Frozen Waste. Wielding a 2-handed weapon increases Obliterate damage by 30% and your attack critical strikes always grant Killing Machine. Bone Grinder. Consuming Killing Machine grants 1% crit strike chance for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. At 5 stacks, your next Killing Machine consumes the stack and grants you 10% increased frost damage for 10 seconds. This is the Obliterate side. This is the Frosted Flake side. Then we got Shattering Blade. When Frost Strike damages an enemy with 5 stacks of Razor Ice, it will consume them to deal an additional 60% damage. Avalanche. Casting Howling Blast with Rime active causes jagged icicles to fall on enemies nearby your target, applying Razor Ice and dealing frost damage. Okay, I'm a blizzard. I'm making a blizzard. Icebreaker. When empowered by Rime, Howling Blast deals 30% increased damage to your primary target. Everfrost. Remorseless Winter deals 4% increased damage to enemies it hits, stacking up to 10 times. Okay. Everfrost. Alright, I'll probably get that, but let's go to the next row. Cold-Blooded Rage. Frost Strikes has a 10% chance on crit strike to grant Killing Machine. Cool. Frost Worm's Fury. Summon a Fury. Summon a Frostworm who breathes on all enemies within 40 yards in front of you, dealing frost damage and slowing movement speed. Yeah, I'm the Frostworm builds. I'm the Frostworm. Got the Whelp, got the Mama, got the whole thing. Invigorating Freeze. Frost Reaver's crit strike chance increases the chance to grant runic power by an additional 5%. Okay, we'll get that. Okay. And I got 3 points left, and pretty much all this to get. Obliteration. While the capstones here. While Pillar of Frost is active, Frost Strike and Howling Blast always grant Killing Machine have a 30% chance to generate a rune. Absolute Zero. Frostworm's Fury has a 50% reduced cooldown and freezes all enemies hit for 3 seconds. Gonna grab that. Breath of Sintergrosser. Continuously strike. 16 runic power per second, 2-minute cooldown. Continuously deal frost damage every 1 second to enemies in a cone in front of you until your runic power is exhausted. Deal reduced damage to secondary targets. Okay, so I get that, and I need more runic power somewhere. That's a runic power ability. That's fucking lit right there, what I just did. Yeah, I just grabbed that. Okay, so this is my Frosted Flakes build. Alright, apply. Okay. Boom. I like it. I like it. Let's put this shit on the bars now. We got Frost Strike. We got Breath. We got Abomination Limb. We got a little Death Strike. We got that. We got 2 empowered rune weapon. 2! Count it, 2! Dose. I don't got Control Undead. Did I keep that sacrificial pack? I did. So I put that with the ghoul, because they go together. Oh, I can fit it on 1 bar. Look at that, dude. I can fit it all on 1 bar. 2 bars, I mean. Look at that. Do I even have Death Coil? I don't even got Death. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Every DK does. Alright. I want you to see this Frostworm's Fury. Look at that. Boom. Got Abomination Limb. Abomination Limb. Got Pillar of Frost. We got this. Got Remorseless Winter. Look at me. This Frost build gonna be sick, dude. Alright, now for the real spec. Blood. A dark guardian who manipulates and corrupts life energy to sustain himself in the face of an enemy onslaught. Alright. It's fucking go time. Boom. We getting the magic shield. Boom. We getting the more increased death strike. Boom. We getting the increased stand. Boom. We getting the leech. We getting the ghoul. We getting the death and decay. We getting that. We getting the avoidance. We getting the magic zone. We getting the strength. We getting the merciless strikes. We getting the more magic zone. Alright. Boom. More effective. Boom. Auto attacks give that. Boom. Unbound Fury. Boom. Boom. More defense. Boom. Haste. Boom. More runic power. Boom. We get that. More reduced damage. More strength. A-bomb limb. Look at this. This is amazing. This is a good build. I already like this. I didn't even have to think about it. I probably should have thought about it a little bit. This looks pretty good. And now I'm missing the Runeforge effect. I'm missing the runic power, but I got a lot of defensiveness here, dude. Full defense. I got the grip. I probably want that. I probably want this. How do I get that without getting rid of some of this good shit? There. I fixed it. Alright. This is my new blood tree. Alright. Now let's move on to the main blood side. Boom! Heart strike right off the bat. Instantly strike the target and one other nearby enemy, causing physical damage and reducing enemies' movement speed by 20% for 8 seconds. Replaces rune strike. Bada boom. Sorry, I keep touching my face. My allergies are bothering me today. Alright, then we got Mara Rent. 2 runes. Smash the target, dealing physical damage and draining 3 charges of Bone Shield. Surrounds you with a barrier of whirling bones. Increases armor by 3k. That's nice. Each melee attack against you consumes a charge. Lasts 30 seconds or until all charges are consumed. Get that? Blood Boil. Deals shadow damage and affect all enemies within 10 yards with Blood Plague. Blood Plague, a shadowy disease that drains health from the target over 24 seconds. Max 2 charges. Gotta get that Blood Boil. Like most trees, you pretty much get everything at the start. Then we got row 3, Vampiric Blood, 1.5 minute cooldown. Embrace your undeath, increasing your max health by 30%. Increase all healing absorbs received by 30% for 10 seconds. Nice. Crimson Scourge. Your auto attacks on targets infected with your Blood Plague have a chance to make your next death and K. Cost no runes and reset its cooldown. Hold on. Interesting. I'll look into that. I'll see if I need to grab that. Let's get over here. I mean, I probably will actually, so because I need points. Ossuary. While you have at least 5 Bone Shield charges, the cost of Death Strike is reduced by 5 runic power. Additionally, your maximum runic power is increased by 10. Maybe I want to get through these 2 classes because my allergies are popping off. And it's freaking a million degrees in here. Alright. Ossuary. Improved Vampiric Blood. Vampiric Blood's healing and absorb amount is increased by 5% and duration by 2%. Okay, grab that for sure. Alright. Alright. Next, on the other side here. Improved Heart Strike. Heart Strike's damage increased by 50%. Then we got Death's Caress. Reach out with Necrotic Tendrils, dealing shadow damage and applying Blood Plague to your target and generating 2 Bone Shield charges? Interesting. That's the ranged pull-like ability. 1 rune, 6-second cooldown, 30-yard range. But it gives you Bone Shield charges now. That's cool. Alright, I'm still going this way right now. You got Rune Tap, Rune Tap, 1 rune, reduces all damage taken by 20% for 4 seconds, max 2 charges. Heartbreaker, Heart Strike generates 1 additional runic power per target hit. Foul Bulwark, each charge of Bone Shield increases your maximum health by 1%. I like that personally, but it's not usually the best. I did get a cult from the Frosty Key. Okay, oh my god. Dancing Rune Weapon, summon a rune weapon for 8 seconds. It's a 2-minute cooldown. Mirrors your melee attacks and bolsters your defensive while active. You gain 40% parry chance. Always get that shit. We got Hemostasis. Each enemy hit by Blood Boil increases your damage and healing done by your next Death Strike by 8%, stacking with 5 times. So that's Rem Plus for sure. Preservance of the Ebon Blade. When Crimson Scourge is consumed, you gain 3% versatility for 6 seconds. Crimson Scourge is the Death and Decay when you auto attack. Interesting. Relish in Blood. While Crimson Scourge is active, your next Death and Decay heals you for health per Bone Shield charge, and you immediately gain 10 runic power. Alright. We got... We're on row 6 now. It's starting to ramp up. Leeching Strike. Heart Strike heals you for 5.5% health for each enemy hit while affected for heart. So just heal for like 2. Unless you increase it due to Death and Decay, I think. If they have that. Improved Bone Shield. Bone Shield increases your haste by 10%. Okay, I like that. Insatiable Blade. Dancing Rune Weapon generates 5 Bone Shield charges. When a charge of Bone Shield is consumed, the cooldown of Dancing Rune Weapon is reduced by 5 seconds. I love that legendary, so I'm going to take that. Alright, here we go. We got a choice node. Blood Drinker. Drain health from the target over 2.7 seconds. You can move, parry, dodge, and use defensive abilities while channeling this ability. 30-second cooldown, 1 rune. Consumption. Strike all enemies in front of you with a hungering attack that deals physical damage and heals you for 150% of the damage. Deals reduced damage bond. I like playing Consume, but both of these are talents now. I don't know which one's going to be good here. But Consume looks fun, and it feels fun for me. So I use it because it's the artifact. Alright, then we got Rapid Decomp. Your Blood Plague and Death and Decay deal 50% more damage, 15% more often. Additionally, your Blood Plague leeches 50% more health. Okay. I'm still moving down. I'll probably pick some stuff over there, but let's keep working down here. So we got Blood Feast. We're on row 7. Anti-Magic Shell heals you for 100% of the damage it absorbs. Okay, I'm getting that. Blood Tap. Consume the essence around you to regenerate 1 rune. Recharge time reduced by 2 seconds whenever a blown shield charge is consumed. That's good. I don't play it right now, but maybe I'll play it next patch. I think it's good, but it's just a lot to manage. Reinforced Bones increases armor gained from Bone Shield by 10%. Alright. Everlasting Bond summons a 1 additional copy of Dancing Rune Weapon and increases their duration by 8 seconds. 16-second Dancing Rune Weapon, dude. That's fucking nice. That's fucking nice, dude. It's 16 seconds now. Alright, then we got Voracious. Death Strike's healing is increased by 20% and grants you 15% leech for 8 seconds. Bloodworms. Your auto attacks have a chance to summon a Bloodworm. Bloodworms deal minor damage to your target for 15 seconds and then burst healing you for 50% of your missing health. If you drop below 50% health, your Bloodworms will immediately burst and heal you. And Coagulopathy. Enemies affected by Blood Plague take 5% increased damage from you, and your Death Strike increases the damage of your Blood Plague by 25% for 8 seconds, stacking to 5 times. Okay, so I have 3 talents to get. Hold on. Alright, I feel like I need to get over here. So, we'll get Death's Caress. We'll get... get this, and we'll get consumption, and then that. Okay, so now we got 9 points to play with down here. Alright, row 8. Choice node. Mark of Blood. Place a Mark of Blood on the enemy for 15 seconds. The enemy's damaging auto attacks will also heal their victim for 3% of the victim's maximum health. Or Tombstone. Consume up to 5 Bone Shield charges. For each charge consumed, you gain 6 runic power and absorb damage equals 6% of your maximum health for 8 seconds. Alright, and then we got Gorfrim's Grasp. 2-minute cooldown. Shadowy Tendrils coil around all enemies within 15 yards of a hostile or friendly target, pulling them to the target's location. That's fucking sick. I love that move. It's great. I'm taking it. Sanguine Grounds. You deal 5% more damage and receive 5% more healing while standing near Death and Decay. Okay, I'll take that. Shattering Bone. When Bone Shield is consumed, it shatters, dealing shadow damage to nearby enemies. This damage is tripled while you are within your Death and Decay. Okay. Heart Strike has a chance to increase the damage of your next death strike by 20%. Tightening Grip. Enemies hit by Gorfwing's Grasp take 5% increased damage from you for 15 seconds. And additionally, reduces the cooldown of Gorfwing's Grasp by 30 seconds. I'm going to take that. Iron Heart. Bone Shield's duration is increased by 2 seconds and absorbs 20% more damage. Bone Shield. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Red Thirst reduces cooldown on Vampiric Blood by 1 second per 10 runic power. Alright, I'm taking that. Alright, Capstones. Bone Storm, 10 to 100 runic power, 1 minute cooldown. A whirl of bone and gore batters all nearby enemies, dealing shadow damage every 1 second and healing you for 3% of your max health every time it deals damage, up to 15%. Lasts 1 second per runic power spent, deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. So you just charge up to 100 runic power, pop it, use it. There you go. Purgatory, an unholy pact that prevents fatal damage instead of absorbing incoming heals equal to the damage presented, lasting 3 seconds. If any heal absorption remains when this effect expires, you will die. I usually grab Purgatory. Alright, we got Bloodshot. While Blood Shield is active, you deal 25% increased physical damage. Okay. And then Umbilicus Eternus. After Vampiric Blood expires, you absorb damage equal 5 times the damage your Blood Plague dealt during Vampiric Blood. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take Bloodshot. And... maybe I won't take Purge. Oh wait, it is only 1. Alright, then yeah, there we go. Boom. This is my blood build, dude. Feels fucking great. Is it good? I don't know, but it's my blood build. It's Blood's blood build. Bada boom. Bada bing. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Oh well. So we got that. We got the grabby hands. We got the grip. We got this. We got... I need a target for Rune Blades, dude. Damn. I didn't get Asphyxiate. I got this. I got my Blood Tap. I got my... oh my god, I'm already at 9. Dude, doing all that just put me at Morrowind cap. That's nice. That's cool. A decent amount of bars for... or not bars. A decent amount of abilities for... blood here. We got the Ghoul Sack, which is good. We got Lichborn. We got Unbound. We got Magic Shield. We got Magic Zone. We got a Dancing Rune. Blood DK is looking pretty good. Blood DK is looking pretty cool. So, DK looks pretty alright. There was that little thing in Frost DK which felt weird. But I think... Death Echoes. For blood. Oh, I didn't get Blood Tap. Why didn't I get Blood Tap? Here, I'll get it. Did I already get it? Or is it on another one? Oh, on the class tree. As opposed to what? I mean, it's good. But I'm like giving up an empowered rune weapon or a bomb limb. Like what do I give up? For an extra death and decay on blood. I can give up this. But then I'm healing off of it, right? Oh, wait, no. I took it off. Okay, if I'm not healing... yeah. I can see that. I can see that. But let's see, it gives me 2 of this, which is good. Can I like double stack it? Is it giving me more runic? No, maybe. What did I lose? I just lost extra cooldown on this. What is it? 1 minute cooldown? That's fine. Got that 2 minute, and then we got that's a 2 minute, and then Lichborn's a 2 minute. I got cooldowns, and that's 1.5. The only reason I'm getting this is so I can go down that way. And then 2 death grips. That's good. Like I said, I'm just testing it out. I don't know what the meta's gonna be. I just gave up. Like, if I needed more magic damage, I would probably get rid of that and get this. Or magic absorb. I mean, you're the Death Knight, right? I was mainly trying to get as most absorption, like, so that's why I grabbed that. But yeah, that, I mean, because I'm using Death and Decay over here, it works, dude. It probably is powerful. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, the thing I gave up for it was just like magic. I just know for blood, you do want all these. For sure. You just want all these. The 2 charges is good. I wanted that too. You just only... I felt like Empowered Rune Weapon would be good for blood. I don't know if it would be bad. But that's what I'm saying. The tuning isn't out yet, so I don't know what's good or bad. I was just mainly looking... This just... A lot of the talents just feel fun. I'm still liking a lot of what I'm seeing. Like, aesthetically, this feels fun. Like, imagine you're just a casual, and you're just like, oh my god, I get to fucking shoot blood beams out of my eyes. It just looks cool. It doesn't have to be actually good, number-wise, as long as it looks cool for the casual player. But that's kind of like what I'm looking at. But I don't know what the meta's gonna be, Tom. Death's Echo does look good. I think I grabbed it... Wait, I didn't grab it on any of the other ones either. Because I'm like... One, I don't think you want a Death Grip on Frost and Unholy. Alright. But on Blood, it's good. The double D and Ds could be good for Unholy for sure. I don't know about for Frost. But were you around when y'all was looking at Unholy? Unholy looked cool. Unholy looked cool. I didn't know Frost at all. But yeah, that's been my look at the DK class tree though. I'm going to end the video in regards to that. But I'm still on the stream though, Tom. I was going to look at another class, but it's like super late. I was going to look at Drakthir. Drakthir's next. Did you see the problem with Frost though, Tom? Did you see the problem with Frost? There's a talent here. Oh my god, they literally fixed it. They literally fucking fixed it. Blizzard went in and fixed this shit in my video. Are you fucking serious? I'm adding this. I'm adding this. Your auto attack critical strikes have chance to make your Obliterate critical strike. Now that gives frost damage. Bro, what? Bro, this literally said, you gotta roll the camera. This literally said your auto attacks critical strikes have a chance to make your next Obliterate Deal frost damage and critical strike. Oh my god. Blizzard on top of it, dude. They're watching me. They're in the room. They're in the room right now, dude. Holy shit. Alright, never mind. They don't have a problem. Everything's fixed. Good job, Blizzard.